EuroAsian Bob strikes again. How in the world does he find these cars? I don't know. But they just keep coming. Let's take a look at this really sweet Del Sol. So in the last video with the Scion TC, you guys actually spotted this cute little car in the background, and you guys got a good eye. We weren't trying to keep it a secret or hide it from you guys. It was just waiting for the right time to film. And that time has arrived. This is a 1995 Honda Civic Del Sol with only 36,000 original documented miles. This thing is amazing. One of these actually just sold on Bring a Trailer for $20,000. So if you're going to get this one for $4 grand, not happening. Let's go ahead and take a look at this beautiful thing. Isn't that a cute little face, Mrs. Wizard?
It is quite adorable. I could see me driving this.
These are actually a really cool car. I wouldn't mind having one myself. It's in rougher condition for a little bit cheaper. This one's worth every penny is being asked. This thing is immaculate. It's got good tires on it. It's not caved in or dented. There's no rust. The paint is beautiful on this car. We didn't have to walk very far, did we, Mrs. Wizard?
No, it is a quick little trip around here.
It's a short little car. It has the big trunk or the boot in the back. I haven't seen one of these this nice ever. There's a place we can store the roof. And it has a large storage area when you're not needing to store the rooftop. Pretty big trunk.
Yeah, this could totally get groceries in it.
Yeah, you totally could. You could also hide a body in here.
No.
No, we won't be doing that. As we go along to this side, it's more of the same. Very beautiful lines, very beautiful paint, very beautiful car. Let's go ahead and pop the hood. There's the beautiful engine, the little 1.5 liter, guys. As I've mentioned in the past, you can tell a lot about the condition of a vehicle by looking at the bolts. We can see on every bolt, it still has all the original cadmium plating on the bolts. It's not rusted through, it's not faded off. We did do a valve cover gasket on this one that's actually been completed and done. It's not leaking anymore. But it is in very, very nice shape. So here's our dipstick, which is kind of in between the exhaust manifold, kind of strange place for that. Here's our cover for the timing belt. There's our cruise control, power steering. There's the power steering pump. Even the parts that have been milled on the power steering pump are still shiny. It's like brand new out of the box shiny. It's amazing. There's our fuel filter. It's got a good battery on it. You can see January of 21. It's not even a year old. The air conditioner works. The heater works. It's got a really interesting setup on the radiator. This is the radiator, the tiny little guy here. And what looks like a separate radiator over here is actually the condenser for the air conditioning. It doesn't sit in front of the radiator, it sits beside it. And it has its own fan for the condenser and its own fan for the radiator. Kind of a neat little setup. Both of which work perfectly. Let's take a look at the interior.
Welcome, welcome, ladies, gents. And the Wizard's right. 36,000 miles. Nothing. I mean, and you look at this. Oh yeah, it's a car from the 90s. It's made of hard plastic. It is. But look at the dash. Look up there. Nothing is cracked. Everything is in perfect shape. It's nice. It's shiny. Just like it left the showroom floor. As we move down, it is, a dark charcoal color. As we flip down the little cover there, we see a stock Honda radio. And it does have a lovely tape deck in it, and it does appear to have an anti-theft device in it, as well as it is flashing off and on. Now, obviously no Bluetooth here, but there's some adapters you could add to that cassette space to bring it up to the 21st century. As we move down, you'll see that it is a 5-speed manual transmission, which would make this thing an amazingly fun drive. As we move around, you'll see on the floor we do have some very nice custom Del Sol floor mats. And the seats are a lovely kind of a red and blue with a nice texture on it, kind of reminiscent of, you know, coach bus seating that you can find on a, you know, those big large coach buses. On the door panels, we do have a little bit of a lighter gray on there, but we do have a lot more of the dark gray hard plastic. But again, nothing is dented, there's nothing wrong with it at all. Limited amount of buttons over there because there's just the control for the window to go up and down. So I flipped the seat forward, and there are some little bitty cubby spots that are back here. So it does add even a little bit more storage into the interior space, because as always in most two-seater cars, there's not a lot of space for the seats to move back. So if you're very, very tall, that would be difficult to fit in here. As we look at some of the center console areas, look how pristine that is. There's not even so much as a scratch. They didn't even drop their coins in there. The 30,000 miles on here have been done with very little wear and tear done on the car. Now, as we look at the headliner, which is, again, it's kind of a covered vinyl, so there's nothing fabric here. No tears, no scuffs, no marks. Being that this is a convertible, there's always interesting how they handle the visors, and this has got to be one of the tiniest visors I think I've ever seen. And Wizard and I commented the other day on his new little TC that we are so tall that when we sit in the car and we need the visor to go down, that it doesn't always reach, especially if you were to try and turn this. But there's not even the option to rotate this to the side over here. So this is not the most efficient of visors, but it is a convertible, and the solution for that is to wear a hat. As we end up back at the steering wheel, again, standard Honda steering wheel. You know, this is a really great car. It is a Honda, so it does have amazing reliability. I'm really curious what it looks like underneath. Let's get this up on the lift.
There is one small flaw to mention with this car, and EuroAsian Bob actually asked me to reach out to you guys. There's a piece of rubber trim that goes across the windshield here. It's missing. He cannot find it. It's unobtainium. Maybe you guys know where to find one. If you want to comment and let us know, don't just say you found it somewhere. Give us a link or a phone number so that we can actually get in contact with these people and order one of those. EuroAsian Bob would be very appreciative if you could do that. So let's get this thing on the lift. So let's take a look and see what it looks like underneath the car. You can see our condenser and our radiator are nice and dry. Everything's looking good there. You can see some streaks on the oil pan where it was leaking, but we took care of the leak, cleaned it all off, so that's no longer a problem. Check our brakes are like 80% remaining. The CV shafts are good, boots look good. Still has all the factory paint marks, guys. Usually that's worn off by now, and this one is not. Go check this side. You can see it says 46. I don't know what that means. Some guy in Japan probably knows, or whoever. I don't know, whoever did that knows what that means. Brakes are good. CV boots are good. Here's our shift levers. Everything's nice and tight. It shifts very well. There's our catalytic converter. Little sway bar. Everything looks good there. We move back to the floor pans. Still has original factory kind of a rubbery coating on it. No rust. No rest, no wear. Except for the exhaust, but that's normal. Floor pans again, good shape. Here is our fuel tank. Nothing leaking out of there, thankfully. Here's our muffler. There's our rear struts. Everything looks good there. The brakes are about 60-70% in the back, maybe 80. Let me take a look, a little better look. And about 80. Nothing leaking out of there. Go to this side, the brakes look good. Strut is nice and dry. Brake hoses are good. Kind of an interesting little car. It's kind of weird. Here's our spare tire area, and then there's this little hook. I guess if it got stuck in the mud, you could hook a tow chain to it and pull it out. Or if it had to be towed, you could latch onto it there. Exhaust is in good shape. So we can see right here on the date code on the tires, the 12th week of 2020. So they are very new tires. They're not old 36,000 mile, 20, 30-year-old tires. They are fairly new. They are very good shape. This car kind of looks like an MR2 in the early 90s, doesn't it, Mrs. Wizard?
It really does. That was one of my favorite cars back then.
Yeah, they had similar styles like this going on in multiple brands during the early 90s. Other than that little strip across the windshield, there's really nothing wrong with this car. It is very, very nice. I mentioned a little bit ago that you're not going to get this car for $4 grand, but you're not going to have to spend the full 20 grand either that one of them sold at Bring a Trailer recently for. However, EuroAsian Bob is asking $18,000 for this one. So if you're interested in this car, contact EuroAsian Bob. He actually has a website. You can get a hold of him. There'll be a link in the description below as well. Actually, we had Leo here not long ago. He actually just bought QB. But when he saw this car, he almost was ready to dump my QB and buy this one. Until I told him it was $18,000, and he instantly did an about face. He said, nope. He said, oh, nope, nope. And it isn't that the car is not worth that. It is that is beyond his budget that he was looking for. $4,000 was his maximum budget. This was way above and beyond his maximum budget. Although you could have picked one of these up for $4 or $5 grand years and years ago, that's not going to happen now. They've gotten really popular. The demand is really high. And to find one that's in this wonderful condition, very nice condition, you can spend years looking for one like this. So you guys mentioned seeing this thing in the recent video in the background. I knew I definitely needed to get a video out for you guys and check out this thing because it's beautiful. And I know you guys enjoyed seeing it as well. So before it went, I wanted to show it to you guys. If you're curious what kind of tools we use to fix the valve cover gasket on this car, check my Amazon affiliates link in the description below. We get a small cut and we really appreciate it. And make sure to hit the subscribe button because there's so much more videos to come. Thanks for watching.